We make movies. Michael Herz and I make movies that we believe in,
Hmm.
and that we love cinema. It comes from our heart, our brain, and our soul. And when we made Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD, we
Hmm.
had Sekine-san, and we had wonderful Japanese actors in Tokyo, and
Hmm.
Toxie went to Tokyo in part 2. Uh,
Hmm.
so we've had a lot of contact with Japan, and uh,
Right.
it's wonderful. I majored in Asian studies in Yale University, and so we had a great love for Japan. And I'm so happy that I was able to meet Tashi Miike, good
Takashi
friend,
Miike,
Miike,
right?
wonderful friend. Took a Iron Man, Sakamoto. People, what's his name, Mr. Devilman, they're all fans, and we had a great time in Japan. And so we are very happy that we have a good fan base. And Japan didn't censor our movies. France didn't censor the way America did. The original Toxic Avenger was,
Mm.
totally 20 minutes removed. Japan, no minutes removed. France, 30 seconds. Canada, 45 seconds. In the United States, 20 minutes removed by uh,
Wow.
because the studios control the censor. They don't
Mm.
take it, if you have a violent movie by Warner Brothers with blood everywhere, okay. But Troma has a monster with a little yellow blood coming out. We have to cut it all out. But
Mm.
now we're still here, and thanks to you, we're getting some respect. And thank you, Nobuhiro. There's a novel, The Toxic Avenger, a whole book that tells the backstory, and it's a novel, and it's very
Right.
good that we wrote. But the Toxic Avenger was inspired by Frankenstein. You are
Right.
100% correct. But also Mizoguchi, also Preston Sturgis,
Mm.
American director, John Ford, Samuel Fuller. Samuel Fuller and I were buddies toward his later life. And Renoir, I'm old, so those are the ones who inspired. Buster Keaton, you can see it in
Mm.
Toxic Avenger 2.
Right.
It's all Buster Keaton, and 3 too. Buster Keaton, uh, Charlie Chaplin, obviously the blind bombshell, uh, and and my wife and I used to go camping a lot, and everywhere
Mm.
we went, this would be in the early '70s, there was
Right.
garbage. McDonald's garbage. The McDonald's is garbage, but the plates and the cups and everything was not biodegradable. And everywhere, we were in the wilderness, and no matter where we went, there was plastic and other garbage that was not. And so that was a big theme of the original Toxic Avenger, as well as bullying, because I was bullied, and many people who are Troma fans take they. In fact, when I went on my first book tour, two
Mm.
young boys said that they were going to commit suicide, but they had seen Troma's War, and it
Mm.
gave them, they had an epiphany that
Mm.
we don't care, we're going to keep going, and if necessary, that'll
Yeah.
stop the bully, that kind of stuff. And we need it now with Trump, all the celebrities who
Right.
are afraid to say anything, right?
Mm.
They're not one, no George Clooney, no, none of these guys. Where's Ryan Reynolds? We're still being bullied. Now the whole country's being bullied. So, I think the new Toxic Avenger by Macon Blair it's a movie that really is at the right time. And the
Yeah.
original Toxic Avenger, Macon Blair has used many of the themes that we are in our hearts, but he has made a much better film and
Hmm.
a true Troma spirit and lots of Troma references. Have you seen Macon's movie? I've seen his movies. They're great. All of them. And he's a young dude. I met with him a few times. He loves Troma. He's got the right idea. He wants to do, make the world a better place, make a difference. And he's a true lover of cinema. And that's what you need. You don't need Michael Bay. You don't need one of these Fantastic Four people. He's the right guy. Yeah, and he knows what to do with 50 million bucks. Make it people's hearts, not money, money, money. And this movie's going to do great. Everybody loves it so far. So I'm really Michael Herz and I and the Troma team are really so happy that Macon Blair ended up directing the movie and having control and casting, and I can't imagine anything better. It's beautiful, and the transformation scene by itself could be in the Museum of Modern Art as a display. It's beautiful, as opposed to the Toxic Avenger that we made. The transformation scene at the time was eye-popping, but it was primitive. We had some advances in practical effects that nobody had seen, with skin popping and kind of crazy violence and what have you. But the new movie is much better, and it's taken Toxie way up to equally as touching, equally as political and sociological, yet familiar. Toxie and his family, Toxie being bullied, Toxie against the drug overlords, Toxie against the oligarchs. It's Troma. He is Troma. We're fighting the cartel, the monopoly that runs the culture in the United States. And now Trump is taking over the culture. We really have to fight. I don't have the power to even get these people on a telephone. So this is all Macon Blair and legendary Alec Garcia, who's a producer, but really our boss. He and Macon did the casting, and who couldn't be, Peter Dinklage. He's a Troma fan. All the cast are big Troma fans. They love all the Terra Firma, Poultry Guys, Class of Nukamai, Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD. They are genuine fans. So the whole movie is full of love from the cast, the crew, shot in Bulgaria, and really great love. And Macon Blair is the nucleus. He's like James Gunn, with whom I worked. And I'm in Superman. If you see Superman, I got 1 second of screen time. But James Gunn's the same. He's a love machine. Everybody around him loves him. Same with Macon Blair. Yet Macon Blair gets what he wants. He had total freedom. Did a great job. Got the great music. Even has some of the original Toxic Avenger music that comes in during the transformation. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better. Well, and the casting was not my idea, for sure. I cannot take credit. I gave notes to Macon Blair on the script a few times, but he ignored them, and he was correct. He was correct. Anyway, all I can say is Totemo Subarashi. Thank you, Cinema Daily US, and thank you, Nobuhiro. And we can talk. We will talk, Nobu, we talk about Mizoguchi and the greatest filmmaker of all time, except for Stan Brakhage, who's experimental. I think the best film I've ever seen, the one that knocked me out, I've only seen it once, was the Princess Yang Fei by Mizoguchi. I've only seen it once, but it was like a religious experience, so beautiful and so touching and so sublime. In fact, I never wanted to see it again because I didn't want. It's like having sex for the first time. It's you're not going to get it. It won't. It's never going to be the same. Don, thank you.
Thank you.